Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host MDT, and today I'm here with Jörg Müller. He's a master dental technician, founder and CEO of Aesthetic Press. Hi Jörg, how are you doing?
Hello, welcome. Thank you for having me.
Hi Jörg, today we're going to talk about milling wax, and it's pretty easy. We all mill wax in our laboratory, and some wax pucks, they are great for milling, but they are just too hard, they're too rigid. And in post-processing, it makes it really difficult for the technicians because they cannot open up the embrasures so easily. So the resin percentage in these wax pucks is just too high. So after experimenting with a lot of waxes and dealing with a lot of frustrations of technicians, Jörg introduced the vanilla speed wax to me, and we tried it out in our laboratory. And it was just fantastic because you can mill it fast and you can carve it afterwards. So you get the best of both worlds. So these days, technicians, they love to go in our milling room because they just love the smell of vanilla and lemon. So Jörg, tell me, how did you come across this wax, or what's the history about this wax and how did you manufacture it?
Yeah, so in 2006, actually, that's when I came across this wax, and it's a wax that is made in the United States. First of all, I was dealing with the color of the wax because as a technician, I want to have a wax that shows a color that is very pleasant to the eye, where I can see all the morphology, and it needs to be able to carve well. So those were the initial properties that I had as a demand to my wax manufacturer. And so we found this beige wax that I found very pleasant. And then on top of that, we added a scent to it. So I decided to add vanilla to it. And that's how the AP vanilla wax came along, and that started actually already in 2006. So starting then, and then 2011, we started at the IDS in Cologne presenting for the first time the AP Vanilla wax blanks, and they were very popular, and ever since. And over time, as everything evolves, and we got feedback from clients, because the wax is a little bit softer, it is necessary to reduce the spindle speed and also the feed rate. But the waxing and the carving quality is just magnificent. So there was the demand of a little bit of a modification. We then introduced the AP Vanilla Speed. So the Speed wax, it's a fast milling wax, and at the same time, the carving qualities and the properties are still the same. It's very interesting to see that our original clients that were used to the AP Vanilla wax, they stayed with that. And then I opened up a whole new market for new clients with the AP Vanilla Speed. And over time, then we added also a white wax for diagnostics. And so now in our arsenal, we have 3 different wax blanks in all different sizes, from 12 millimeter up to 30 millimeter. I think we can manage everybody's demand.
So Jörg, today in all the laboratories, they're looking at the economics and they're looking most of the times at cost for the manufacturer. So how does your wax relate to other waxes on the market?
That's a very good question. The price for these 3 wax blanks are very cost effective. However, it's not only the price, but what can you get for the price? What type of a quality level do you get for the price? So for the vanilla or the vanilla speed, they work very nice, and the handling is so easy, beautiful, and precise that for their price level that they are priced at, I think they're unmatched. So that is the advantage, and that's also the feedback that I get from my client, which when they tried it, they were immediately convinced about the quality and the benefits that they have now with the Vanilla Speed Wax, for example.
Jörg, we are both around for a long time, and you know better than I am that you know what, nobody cares about, oh, this is better quality or this is better. I mean, depending on what, right? Who made the standards? Who said that it's better? But when it comes to technicians, the technician at the bench is a level where you measure it on. And the technician at the bench, they will tell you, okay, this one is better compared to that. Because when you go to a technician at the bench and you give them two different wax blanks after milling, let's say you give them a diagnostic wax up, or you give them like a full roundhouse made out of or milled out of wax, and you tell them, okay, which one do you like better? They will say that your wax is definitely better. Do you think you can go into this? Why do technicians say it's better than other waxes on the market?
So as you know, I got my master's degree in Germany quite a while ago, and I had my own dental laboratory for 17 years. So I do know exactly what a technician needs and what we go through, all the emotions and what we are frustrated with and what makes our life easier. So all the products that I developed and that I have now in my product line, including now also the AP Vanilla Wax and the Vanilla Speed, I tested them exactly to the point that I was 100% satisfied with the properties so that I can share these with my colleagues and my customers. And that's why laboratories are very, very happy with the result that they are seeing when they mill this wax.
So basically what you did, you're a technician and you made a product for technicians because you understand their frustrations and you understand what they're going through, correct?
That is exactly correct, because I know exactly what I need on a day-to-day basis, and that's what I'm trying to put into the product. And that's the only thing also that makes sense to me as a technician. I know what you need and what you want.
Jörg, it sounds all nice, but the entire world goes digital. So what do you say about that you're developing a product for the analog world, but in reality, we want to go as technicians more and more digital?
Absolutely. That is absolutely correct. However, this product that was at first developed for the analog world then got transferred to the digital world without having to modify even the product. And that was so cool about it, because I had the product right there. We just transformed it and turned it into wax blanks. And that is what people love.
And I can tell you, Jörg, what people love the most about the wax. They love it when they go into the milling room. It smells so nice. It smells like vanilla. It smells like lemon, and people there just love it. It makes people happy.
Right. And oftentimes when I'm at a trade show and I'm with the clients, the first thing the client actually does is they take this wax blanks and they smell it, and that's the identification. So that's when I came up with the vanilla scent in 2006, which, so I did the original wax blank with vanilla. And so that's the identification of the Aesthetic Press AP Vanilla Wax Blank.
It smells fresh.
And now, in addition to that, we have the lemon wax blank, and this is the white wax blank. And so we added the lemon scent to that for diagnostics.
So everybody is really curious about the secret. Jörg, what is in it? Or you don't want to tell us? What's your secret in the wax?
Well, I mean, the recipe is done out of my own production, and that's the secret. These secrets are done when you slave away as a dental technician day in and day out, and sometimes also weekends, and you just know what you need. And this is what went into these products.
Do you need any special milling machines for this one, or do you need any special milling burrs for this one? Do you have any recommendations for us?
The AP Vanilla Speed works in every machine with any settings. You can use diamond-coated burrs that works very well with that. The original vanilla wax blank, that's the one where you would have to reduce the feed rate maybe to 10 millimeter per second and reduce the spindle speed to around 10,000. However, for the vanilla speed and the lemon white, there is no limits on the spindle speed. You can completely use it like with your regular settings.
So what if you want to add some wax?
As I said before, we have also carving wax that goes along with the vanilla and the vanilla speed. It's the same color, it handles the same, has the same properties. So it's very easy and it's more aesthetic and pleasant for the eye. If you have any changes to make and you have a carvable wax that has the same properties and the same color.
Ideally, we want to go, as technicians, we want to go there that we don't have to make any adjustments. That's the ideal world. Unfortunately, it's not always there, but we're trying our best. So thank you very much, Jörg, for joining us again. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, do it. Hit the notification bell if you like, and leave a comment if you want to see more of those videos in the future. Stay tuned.